dream team together. Now we one time. One time. So let the rhythm hit them, just let the rhythm hit them. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system. Let's turn it up, a little louder, turn it up, a little louder, turn it up.
I'm the best, I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get on go, get on go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get on go, get on go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. For the blank and they know I'm in prison. He wanna talk, but he not on the schedule. I ain't taking no from my who ain't heavy. I'm the best and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's falling. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I pick up when I call it. Working big and it don't hurt to break, cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it. Every time he lead a know he missed the knew I got him running to it. I'ma need to pull the mail before we talk it that I'm waking up and thumbing through it. Run like a runner do it. Stun on her till like a stunner do it. I'm the best, I'm the best. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get on go, get on go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, I'm the best. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get on go, get on go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. Top dog like I manage. I'm the really damaged. I came out and make the channel froze. I'm really who the penal chose. Put my name up like a banner boat. Acting tough and I'ma let her go. Name her who got a better flow, but she can hang it up just like a telephone. Stick me up with the cost TK to let it come see it. Hands at me, I make it come treat it. Spin, make it come beat it. I want the new it in the machine out. Jewelry be cold like the temperature zero. I'm the hardest, they call me the hero. Heavenly, then they know what I be on. I'm the best, I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, and I go, get on go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, and I go, get on go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold.
I'm harder than I ever been. Losing's what I never do. How you supposed to walk with me? I'm 80 steps ahead of you. My mind is on Socrates. All my bars on Rubik's Cube. Every time I do it, I just have to do it beautiful. I can't let this moment pass. Yeah, I know my time is now. Know my mama proud of me. And my grandma.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Tonight, we put a bow on Week 15 with a good Monday night matchup between the Detroit Lions and the Arizona Cardinals. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go to wrap up a busy weekend of football. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. Well, this defense for the Cards, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield, but all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
From the 27, Brady. Shark's got it, left side. And he's got some space here. They're trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 72 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Swift will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Murray. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Chris Jones make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. You know it's never easy to get Kyler Murray down to the ground, and to do it with a sack on their first drive, what a great tone setter defensively.
Oh, and no one's celebrating more than the defensive coordinator, because that's all he's preached all week long. Keep him hemmed in. Don't let him get into the open field and create big plays with his feet. Oh,
that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
So after the INT, it's Brady. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And the Cards are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change of quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
On the carry, this is Scott. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They go again with Scott. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Chris Jones on the stop. The Cardinals at 5-8, 3 games under 500. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Here's Scott. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady, he's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. eluding the pressure right. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Going with their tight end on 4th. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. O'Keefe, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Scott. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll run with Scott. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed, because let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive. Turn it back over. This game could be 8-8 out the gate.
What's that?
Listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there, because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
From the 29, Brady. This is intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cardinals. Here just past the 35. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
On 2nd down now. It's Scott. And he'll get maybe a couple, if that, up to the 46.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Could be some contact going on.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, Scott. Room here to run. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Cardinals. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him. And once he's past the line of scrimmage and gets a steal, he's just going to keep right on going.
Well, the next-gen stats are going to tell the story, and wow, what a story it is. Nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest plays on record, folks. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
I got you, boy.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Now it's the backup Mayfield. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Hockenson.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
On 2nd down, Swift. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. First down, Mayfield. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Swift going to try up the middle. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 58 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down. Mayfield now. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Back to the running game with Swift. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Mayfield. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Here's Murray. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Play action. Now it's Murray. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out. Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. So we're at halftime here on a Monday night. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half, because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Up the middle they go. It's Scott, and he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Agnew now to return. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Play fake. Mayfield. Open man right side is Shark. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. A handoff, Swift running to the left. And he's got room. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 87 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 41. Throwing, Mayfield. They're trying to find Shark, but it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cards are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. When he went on the move and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Murray now on first down. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. A run on first down, but it's not going to get them much. Maybe a yard, and that's all.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back near his goal line. Here's Mayfield. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick 6.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Texas, they're trying to figure out how to work around them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Mayfield on 3rd and 2. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. 96 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
And while the guys with the ball are having a whole lot of fun keeping it on the ground, the guys on the opposite side, they are having zero fun. They've been getting pushed around the entire game and haven't found an answer yet to slow down the running game.
Once again, it's Swift. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Fourth down, Mayfield. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they find a way to convert on 4th and 10. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. Mayfield on play action. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cardinals are going to take over at their own 41. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On the carry, this is Scott. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. 3rd and 2, and here's Murray. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. On the return, here's Agnew. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this 2nd half. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Mayfield. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 102 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick. He's been decisive. And he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football. He got out of the pocket there. Was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling his... for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
They'll run on first down. Scott, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And he is stopped just short on third down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he is going to have the Cardinals first down as they'll get the conversion on a gain of 14. Fourth down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. Here's Scott. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover, because one more score, and this game's over.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait, because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
They go again with Scott. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Murray off play action. Flush to his right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call, because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And at this stage in the 4th, they need to work this into the end zone. A field goal doesn't do much. We'll see if they can cash in following the fumble recovery. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. But we keep waiting year after year to see signs of Tom Brady's arm strength deteriorating. But his message there, keep waiting.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they have this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity, unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Now Brady. Shark's got it, left side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Back to throw, Brady. Flushed out right, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Credit for that sack goes to Cameron Thomas. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. And now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out, they'll try to increase the pressure.
He's got this, complete to Williams. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Brady. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Brady to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Defensively now, 1 more play to stop. What are they looking for?
You want to take away their #1 running option that you scouted and take away their #1 receiver and see if someone else can beat you.
One final try now for Brady. And it's caught. It's a touchdown with zeros on the clock. And an extra point will send us to OT.
Brandon, we've seen this many times before. They've got the momentum. They just scored. Go for two and end this thing now.
Now for the all-critical extra point. And he's got it. No problems there. The extra point up and good, and we are headed to overtime. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So it's the Cardinals set to receive it. They'll look for a winning drive as we get this overtime period started. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. All set up for them right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They give that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Scott, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Third and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up. First throw of overtime for Murray. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Overtime here out west, and you got a team from the Eastern time zone. Maybe their body clock's a little thrown off, or is that overhyped?
I don't think it's overhyped. And I think that for most teams, you're hoping that your mind overrules your body, because your body's looking for slippers and bedtime clothes, right? They're looking for the pajamas. But in this case, you've got to stay with it mentally. And what a lot of teams do, they never change their watches. They always say East Coast time and just go ahead that way to try and defeat any defensive movement to the waist.
A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to defend your home turf, and today that mission was accomplished.
Look, every offseason, every preseason, the head coach goes in front of the team and says, the mission for the season, defend our home field every time, split on the road, and we'll be in the playoffs. That's why defending the home field is vital.
So for Arizona, their chances of finishing over 500, they remain alive as they move to 6-8 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Lions, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings.